All right, what up, y'all? Welcome back to the Investment League. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, what I'm doing here is using this account to, one, pay off my student debt a lot faster, become debt free, and reach financial freedom. And two, demonstrate to new investors and people who have not started investing yet what you can do in the stock market and how you can use the stock market to generate extra income, to build wealth for yourself and generational wealth. So, if you're new and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe so you can follow along on my journey towards financial freedom. I'm going to be posting videos every week on this account, the money that I make, how much I'm taking to pay for debt, and how much I'm reinvesting. So make sure you guys stick around for all of that updates. And if you are unfamiliar with any strategies or anything other than just buying and holding stocks for a long time, you want to learn new strategies that you can use in the stock market, make sure you guys are subscribed for that too. Today is the day where I deposit $200 and buy $100 of Tesla and $100 of ARK. So before we do that, I want to show you guys a couple things. One, where my account is currently at. It says I'm down $22. This week has been very, very crazy. Everything basically has been going down, which is called a market correction. And basically what that means is the stock markets, they generally go up over time. So as they go up, there's a point where people start to take profits and the stock prices fall back down to about their average. So you take the long term and the short term moves that stocks make, and then they correct to their real price, their real value. And then from then on, people will start to buy it back in to their positions, people who are short-term traders and also the institutions. And then the stock market goes back on its path upwards. So this week was the beginning of that correction, so to speak, in the tech stocks. So that is why Tesla and other companies like Apple and AMD have been going down this week. But this is anybody who's been in the stock market for a long time knows that this is a golden opportunity to buy more shares of companies that you love. So that's what we are doing here is you can see here I'm down $16 on my ARK position, and I'm down $19 or basically $20 on my Tesla position. But what all that means is when I buy more, that now I'm going to be down a little bit less when it goes back up. So instead of waiting for it to recover itself and then break even, when I buy $100 again, that first $100 will be even, but that second $100 will be up $20 when it goes back to its regular price where it was at before. So as you guys can see right now, my buying power is at $891. So when I do this, I should be at $1,091. So I'm gonna deposit this money right now, and then you guys will be able to see my buying power go up. So let's go ahead and get that in. All right, so you guys can see right here, deposited from my account $200. So if I go to my homepage, you will see now my account is at $1,091.97. So now what I'm going to do is go to ARK, and I'm going to buy it in dollar amounts, not share amount. So you can choose between the two. So this is where if you don't have a lot of money, you can still invest in companies that you love. So if you don't have $130, but you still want to get into this ETF, instead of buying it by the shares where you have to have enough to own the shares, you can go to dollar amount, and we're going to put 100 into ARK. We're getting it at a discount. And now it's purchased. So now if I take a look, let me refresh this page. Now you will see that my average cost has gone down by basically $10. So we're in here. Now we have $200 of our money in ARK. And when ARK starts to go back up, we will see our money go back up a lot faster than just holding that one first initial $100 in here. So now we're going to go to Tesla and do the same thing. So you can see right here, my average cost is $849.46, currently down 20%. And I have $100 in there, so let's go ahead and buy $100 of Tesla right now. Purchase this. Done. And let's go ahead and refresh the page just so, oh, it showed us right there. So there we go. So now my average cost is $754.73. And now you can see that my total return is only 9% down. So it's going to be a lot faster for us to get to 0% and then actually be in the green. So when stocks go down, That's no reason to panic. It's actually something to be excited about because you get these things at a discount and you have to pay less money to get the same thing. So the very opposite of inflation or interest rates on items, taxes, um, these things got cheaper. So now I can buy more for the same value. So if I wanted to buy it in shares and not in dollar amounts, then basically when I bought this the first time, Tesla, I had to pay $849 to get a share. Today, if I wanted to buy Tesla, um, I'd only have to pay $681. So that's almost $200 of a discount that I would have got if I was buying it by the share amount. So that's that. Updating on everything else. I do have Microvision right now, which is getting closer to my $14 put. So that's why the value of this contract has increased, because the likelihood of it happening and me having to buy the shares is increasing. So that's why this is up. So if I would have waited until today to do this, to buy this, I would have got paid $243 instead of $225 that I got paid earlier this week. But the idea with investing and continuously adding funds and making sure that you're in this for the long run is to not pay attention to the small amount of money that you can make here, because you're going to make more money in the long run. So instant gratification is one thing that you should try to avoid getting sucked into, because it's going to kill you in the short term and kill you mentally and just make this whole thing stressful. And investing should not be stressful because we're in this for the long run. And you can see basically any chart that you look at that follows the stock market, like the SPY, for example. Um, or if you go on CNBC and you look up the Dow, you look up the SPY, the S&P 500, or the NASDAQ, you will see that you look over the past year, it has this uptrend. You look over the past 5 years, same uptrend, right? If we look at the QQQ, which follows the NASDAQ, which is the all tech stocks, you're going to see the exact same thing. So if we go to 1 year, you see that increase. If we go to 5 years, same thing, nothing but up. So the stock market tends to go up over time, as you can see here. This is evidence that that's what it does. And these downturns right here are basically market corrections where stocks come back to their average price or their real value price. And then it goes back up and goes past where it was before and makes new highs over time. So one thing that you don't want to try to do is time the market, because nobody can time the market. Nobody knows when these corrections are going to happen. They just know that they happen, and you want to be prepared for when that happens. And that's why you want to have cash available, or do a method like we're doing here where we're depositing money every single month. That way we can be ready to buy more when prices drop, and we can buy it when prices go up. So it doesn't really matter when you buy it, unless you want to be very, very involved with your account and really maximize your profits, maximize how much money you can make. Then you want to pay a little bit more attention to when you're buying and when you're selling, if you do decide to sell. If I just show you a chart really quick, let me look at the SPY. Right here, you can see, like I was saying, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So at this point right here, let me pull this line up here. So you can see that I have this yellow line here, which basically is the 20 SMA, or the 20 moving average. So over the last 20 days, the average price of the SPY is $381. So what somebody who's a little bit more involved in the stock market would do is they would wait for this price of SPY to either touch this line or go to another line that they may have drawn, and then they would decide to buy it then. And then when it's up here and it touches this line, or it's making a new high, so the price of this stock is higher than it's ever been, they'll wait for it to come back down and touch this line to buy more. So if you're a little bit more involved, that's one method that you can use to decide when you want to buy more stock, and you can just keep adding funds to your account and just holding it as cash until that opportunity comes up. And as you guys can see over time, that opportunity happens often. So it's not like you're going to miss out on anything drastic if you're in this for the long run. So the key here is be in this for the long run and always be ready to buy more, just like we did here. So now we're going to be seeing these numbers decrease a lot faster and our profits increase a lot faster. So now you can see where we're at. We're only down $9 now for the day. And if we look at my other Riot play, my credit spread, it's doing good, even though Riot has come down in price, the price of the stock itself. We're still up 77%. I'm still trying to close this early. So as soon as this goes to like $3 or $2, then I'll probably close it and just collect it. That way I can take this risk off the table and get my $200 back so I can do this play again. But that's where we're at currently. And Bitcoin right here has been going down too. So we're just holding this. This is our speculation play. So I have $100 in there. Just speculating, seeing what's going on. We're still up 83% overall. So we're still up. My average cost is $25,000 and it's basically doubled since then. So we're doing good on there. We're just going to be up on that no matter what, basically, unless Bitcoin decides to fall back below 2,000 or 25,000. So other than that, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll answer that in the comments or in the next video. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right. Peace.